Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 12th of January 2022. I am finally working on a commentary video for DBD. Should hopefully maybe be coming out this week, maybe next week, because this is my last week off before I go back to uni, so I'm going to try and hopefully get it done for maybe the weekend or something, but I won't promise anything because yeah, that's gonna give me a deadline. So yeah, working on something at the moment, so keep a lookout. Other than that, we've got shrines to do in the meantime. Last week's was pretty good, I think, if I remember. This one is not really. Yeah. First of all, we have Bloodhound, which is a rave perk. Also, sorry, one of my noses is blocked. One of my nostrils, sorry, is blocked. It's not anything. I'm tested negative earlier, so it's nothing like that. I think it's just the way I woke up. I don't know. But anyway, we have Bloodhound, which is a rave perk, and like all of Rave's perks, they help with tracking in different ways. This one has so fresh blood marks are considerably more discernible than normal, and can be tracked for a few seconds longer than normal. I think it's like 4 seconds it goes up to. So this one's not too bad, because when it says the blood marks are considerably more discernible, they are. They literally highlights it in like a higher shade of red, because normal blood is pardon me. Normal blood is really dark and it just drips on the floor. This one literally highlights it red. Kind of like how the scratch marks look for Spirit when she's facing. It literally just makes them bright red. And obviously they stay for an extra few seconds, which is good because I think tracking by blood is really underrated. I think it's really helpful and actually is really effective as well. So this one is definitely good with that. However, I'm not sure about the whole using a perk slot for it. This is mainly good for beginners to try and find blood marks. Wouldn't be completely down for the idea of using it nowadays, like, because again, the noticeableness of the blood marks is crazy. So it's good in that sense. Obviously, it helps that it stays for a little longer as well. But this is mainly for beginners, so it's okay. It's good. It's great for beginners, but other than that, it's okay. It's just, yeah. Next up, we have Breakout, which is a Yui perk, and this one I've talked about a few times. It comes out quite often. Basically, when someone's being carried to the hook, if you are within 6 meters of the carried survivor, you get a slight speed boost, and also the wiggle speed of the person being carried is increased by 20%. So basically, someone's being carried, as long as you're in a distance of the killer and the survivor who's being carried, you get to run a bit faster, and also it makes them wiggle faster as well. So it's good. I think that's pretty good. I think it's like 7% haste, so that's pretty cool. It is mainly for the wiggle speed though for the other person. And this is one of those perks that you kind of have to use coordinated, and you have to kind of have a build around it. Like, you could use this with Saboteur, Dead Hard, you know, to bait another hit, or Metal of Man if you really wanted to. Yeah, so fortunately this is like head on a bit, where it's a perk you can't really use solo queue. So if you're solo queue, you could definitely still use this. I mean, you know, it might help a bit, but it's probably better and going to work more efficiently when it's coordinated with friends or other teammates. Again, if you are solo queue and everyone else is taking hits, then I guess that works, but again, that's chance, isn't it, you know? So, if you've got a team to do this with, then great, because it is a fun perk to use. Other than that, if you're solo queue like me most of the time, well, for me it's all the time, but yeah, it's not going to be as effective, but you know, it's a fun one, and it actually is pretty good at some points. Next up, we have Hex Haunted Grounds, which is a spirit perk. Also, I always call this perk Haunted Grounds, not Haunted Ground, so deal with it. This is a Hex totem. It's actually a trap totem, which I was talked about briefly last week about hexes. Basically, when one of the 2 hex totems is cleansed, then everyone will become exposed up to a minute, I think. And after that duration, actually no, it's not after the duration, it's after that totem's cleansed, the other one immediately becomes a dual totem. So basically, these hexes are baits. They do not do anything other than bait survivors to cleanse them. Pardon me, oh my god. Bait survivors to cleanse them and then expose everyone. So this is good on M1 killers who, you know, mainly M1s like Doctor, Trapper, Wraith, Spirit herself, who this comes with, is good. Ghostface, Trapper. I think I already said Trapper, but you know, a lot of killers could benefit from this. Also, the randomness of this perk is kind of fun as well, because obviously it happens whenever one of the bait totems gets cleansed, so it's kind of random. You never know when this is going to happen. This could happen, this could occur within like the first minute of the game, if they like find one really early on. Or this could be like a mid to late game thing, which will probably be more beneficial to killers. Or it can never get cleansed. You can have games where this never gets cleansed at all and they don't find any of them. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I don't really use it as much now because of that. I think sometimes it happens in a really awkward situation, or a situation where it doesn't help. As I mentioned, if it's in the first minute of the game, then you know you have 60 seconds where everyone's exposed, but the problem is in that early game you're just trying to find people, so you know, or if everyone, well, the main thing is if people realize this is triggers, they'll hide because they'll know that they can go down and also that their teammates might go down. So a lot of the times people will hide and wait for the 60 seconds to go down. Bear in mind, if you don't even have it tier 3, then it's only 40 seconds or 50 seconds. Yeah. Again, this also can never get cleansed at all, so it doesn't do anything. Or sometimes it has, so it triggers when everyone's injured, so it doesn't really do much anyway because everyone's already one shot. So there's a few little things like that which kind of prevent me and a few people from using it, because there's a lot of like things like that, little setbacks. But other than that, it's a fun idea for a perk. I really like the idea of a hex that doesn't do anything and it's meant to just fool people, because people, believe me, are very tempted to what's it called? Cleanse. Also, saying that, I wonder how this works with boons. I haven't tested that. With boon perks, would that still trigger Haunted Grounds if they boon one of the Haunted Ground totems? I imagine it would. Because there's another one. Because there's two totems. But it's not being cleansed, it's being booned. It's being, like, blessed, so I don't know how that would work. I might need to get back. I might need to like update the description of the video, or put in a comment or something, like a pinned comment. I don't know how booning would work with this. I imagine it would just do the same thing. If you boon one of them, then it just triggers it anyway, but then they have a boon, I guess? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. And finally, we have SelfCare, which is a Claudette perk, and this one, again, I talk about all the time. Basically, don't use this and don't buy this. You get to heal yourself at 50% the normal healing speed without the need of a healing item, and also increases the efficiency of healing item self-heal by 20%, I think it is. Yeah, again, it's cool to heal yourself, but it goes so slow, and it means you have to sit in the corner of the map for a minute and do nothing but heal, where you could be needed elsewhere. So basically, no. No. So, which one should I think you buy? I don't think I'm going to say any. I will say Bloodhound if you are a beginner, or you're learning killer and learning the different like niches with killer, because Bloodhound is very helpful, like I said, at tracking. You won't need it after a while because, again, even though I think blood tracking is underrated, it's not going to be used all the time. It's going to be mainly scratch marks and breathing and grunts of pain. But don't sleep on using blood. So, you know, use this for a bit. Or if you're like decent at the game, but you're only just getting to killer or something, then again, the same applies. Yeah, very good. Breakout is fun if you have a team. You have to have basically survive friends with this if you want to use this perk regularly and actually get it to do stuff. So if you're someone who plays with friends a lot and you want to have a bit of fun, yeah, get this, and then all your friends can have it as well. It does not stack the 20%, by the way. The wiggle speed increase does not go up to like, you know, 80% if your whole team's using it. Well, there's only 4 people in the game, so it'd only be 60%. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't go up to that crazy amount. It'll only stay at 20%. But all of you will still get the increased speed, so that could be fun. And Haunted Grounds, again, I'll say if you're interested, if you're someone who plays M1 killers quite a lot, like Nurse also is another one I just thought of. A lot of killers who basically just use their M1s quite a lot, which is just their basic attack. Sure, get it if you want it. I'm not going to recommend it, just because of the little setbacks, I think, as I mentioned, because there's a lot of things like that where it's like, oh, and again, booning, I don't know how it would work booning, but I'll keep you updated on that. So if you're interested, get that if you want. I'm not going to recommend it personally, but I don't think it's terrible. I actually think it's quite cool and quite clever. Yeah, just keep in mind the little things that come with it. Self-care, no. So guys, that's going to do it from me. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will have that commentary video out at some point, like I said. But I'll keep you updated on my Twitter at lbramming about all of that. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.